Hello there, and welcome to Ancient Theories channel. So, ancient Egyptian stone vases. People left a lot of comments under my last video about those. I will give you a little introduction on the topic if you don't know anything about it. Basically, we, people living in modern times, have found some old stone artifacts, which appear to be jars or vases or plates, which is okay. But some of them were made of hard stone, like diorite and granite, which is not okay, because, well, those are hard stones, harder than steel. And we dated them to the New Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, Old Kingdom, pre-dynastic, and Naqada period. This is crazy because it has a span of about 2,000 years, with a few holes between those kingdoms, which basically are just time frames, not real kingdoms. Those are time frames for some dynasties ruling over Egypt. And during those times, academia believed, and still believe, people didn't use iron or any tools with iron, only bronze. And also they didn't use any tools like wheels to spin those vases. They didn't use anything like ladders, and yeah, nothing like that. But some people love to focus on the fact that some of those vases are, well, perfect. And when I say perfect, I mean mathematically perfect. Like you cannot get any better perfection in granite than that, even today. We are talking about not more than 4 microns error in hard stone. Okay, yes, this is crazy sauce. To achieve this perfection today, someone said I would need a 5-axis CNC milling tool with a diamond tip. And to be honest, this is not true. Even with 5-axis CNC milling tool with a diamond tip, plugged into a computer and 3D model of it, I won't get this kind of precision. I would need to mount a high-powered laser cutter on that CNC machine and create a special framework for the evaporation process with picosecond intervals. Picosecond, if you don't know if it's what it is picosecond, this is fraction of a second. I will show it here. And an evaporation suction system to ensure there are no ablation cracks or recast, okay? And another explanation? Well, somebody could be extremely lucky and that vase might be the best work done in his life, okay? But still not by hand and not using only bronze tools. And extremely lucky means more lucky than winning the Super Bowl. Yeah. Then you should also know that we have a lot of those vases found, more than one. And we are talking about thousands of those vases, hard stone vases. In one region in Egypt, not around the world and not in the ocean, we found thousands of those in one region in Egypt, okay? And we are dating all of them to those periods of time, okay? Okay, so a lot of people tell me they could be fake ones, okay? Because, yeah, how on earth would they do this? And no. Those could be fake, yeah, why not? Some of them, but not all of them. Because the price on any one of them with this precision would be insane. Even even today, if I would like to hire someone to create this, that there's no point. I would rather just go and create my own CNC machine or buy a CNC machine and place their high power laser. I would just create high power laser with picosecond intervals, and it would be cheaper than to hire someone to create those for me with this kind of precision. And that's how I would do this today, how I would do this. But I don't know how ancient Egyptians did this. And to be honest, there is those guys like Ben from Uncharted X, and there is this vase scanning project, all of that. And to be honest, that's the best thing we can talk about now, because let's say academia doesn't like those out of place artifacts, which is interesting for us public, but not interesting if your all life papers depending on that, and if those papers are compromised, then you are not a scientist anymore, and you cannot get some grant money. So yeah, that's the problem here. And I'm not talking about academia problems today. And when I'm talking about those vases and how I would create them, I'm not telling that I believe ancient Egyptians had laser cutters or CNC machines. No, 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 no. I even stated I believe they used corundum powder to create a paste for grinding in New Kingdom. Not in Old Kingdom, not in pre-dynastic times, not in Neolithic times. I'm talking only about New Kingdom in Egypt. And those people also had those vases made. And my guess is they used abrasives, corundum abrasives. Okay, great. But you are telling me they achieved that 5 or 4 or less micron of precision in granite and diorite with this abrasive and bronze? No, 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 no. I am talking about those vases. We call them granite vases, diorite vases, but to be honest, like anything in the world, we can create some classes for them. There is this precise class of vases in guardstones, and there is imprecise class of vases in the hard stone. Okay? And this imprecise class stone in vases is dated usually to younger periods. Middle Kingdom and New Kingdom, maybe some of them are dated to Old Kingdom. I am not sure, because there is a lot of talking, for instance, smoke and shady business going on. So we have found some of these not so precise vases and plates and also on in newer times. And those from precise class are found in every period. So not only older periods, but all the periods. Okay? So we have found these precise classes in Old Kingdom, pre-dynastic times, Nakada people period, and in New Kingdom. But you see, if I would have this piece of art, this perfect vase, then if it's okay, it's hard stone. If it's okay, I'll give it to my child, to my daughter, to my son. I have a daughter and son, so I'll just give one of those to one of them, and they will have this for their life, and they will give it to my grandsons, my young daughters, and you see, they will just place them in younger times. And we don't have any methods to tell if those newer vases, stone vases, are younger or not. We just place a date on those vases depending on where we find them. If I find them in my yard, I will tell it's stone vases from today because someone had to put it here. Maybe I will find it in a grave, then I will tell this vase is probably made in the time this dead guy in this grave lived in. Okay? Okay, so what's the main thing here? I want to be clear. If I would like to make those vases precise class vases, I don't really know. I don't have an answer for you. If you're looking here for your answer about precise class vases from ancient Egyptian, Old Kingdom or pre-dynastic times, I don't know. We can speculate together. We can find the crazy micro tool. We can find those alien machine CNC. We can find those cherub worms. I don't know. I don't really know. But about those imprecise class vases, I have an idea. My idea is they used some primitive tools, but not so primitive academia tells us. In New Kingdoms, they used to work on many projects like temples in the Luxor and vases in diorite stone, right? But those vases are not so precise, so yeah, let's find a way to create not so precise diorite or granite vase. And to do so, let's check those marks on those vases, let's check those structures of crystals, and check those corundum paste. Yeah, because it is what probably they used to create something like those vases, to polish them at least. Because you see, the main problem isn't in other history or in other data, data. The problem is in our heads, in academia heads and our heads. We tend to focus on the broken stuff. And we tend to focus on this one out-of-place artifact. We should focus on the three more data, and we should focus on finding and experimenting with new ways of creating those things. Was it antediluvian civilization who made those vases? Maybe. Was this any kind of extremely lucky incident? Maybe, but no, not really. Ooh, maybe geopolymers. They used geopolymers. No, they didn't use geopolymers, okay? And I can make a video about that. And this geopolymers theory at all, it's a big question mark for me. I have not seen any single piece of evidence or any single piece of artifact which was made using this geopolymer theory. I don't really know if geopolymers are a thing. I just call it concrete. And you can call it Roman concrete or modern concrete, but the geopolymers are just mixed of rocks which are grinded and recast. But to recast the rock, you need some kind of a cast, right? And a form. So where are those? And when I would like to cast anything from plastic or from hard stone or anything, I would need a cast. And this cast should be done with what? With bronze tools? With lasers? With what? And where are those casts? Okay, where are those casting forms? How to cast a cast form? You probably are wondering, what are those yellow and red ones on this diagram? And those yellow ones here are vases made in recent times by recent machining tools, CNC, diamond tips, anything like this. And these red ones are the effect of experiment with simple primitive tools by Olga. I think it's Olga. Here is her video. And as you may see, the best vase is here. This is the vase. Okay? The A king. But there is clearly differentiation between those precise and imprecise vases. Okay? Okay. To something's up. I cannot deliver you the simple answer to this. I am not currently scanning any vases with electron microscopy or looking for clues in pre-dynastic times. I cannot do this. Why? Because I don't have any kind of those vases in my shelf. I don't have electron microscopy stuff here, and I cannot deliver you answers to questions which are this complicated, because there is no one answer. There is answer to why people made those, and to be honest, the answer can be anything, like to look good in my yard. That's a good answer. And there is another question, how they made those, and this is not so simple question, because you should also ask, are all of them the same? And those are not. Some of them are precise, some of them are not precise. And how they made those precise one, I don't know. I would use CNC with mounted laser cutters. And how they made those, I don't know. Maybe they used some 5-axis milling tools with diamond tips. I don't know. But let's try to answer a simple question. And the simple question is, they had those vases made in New Kingdom and Middle Kingdom, and those vases are not so precise. How they made those? And was it only labor of slaves? Maybe this was a fruit of passion for somebody? But even if so, they must have more than just bronze tools, okay? And my guess is, with scientific evidence, they had some corundum pastes. Maybe not pastes, but you know. They had corundum powders as a tool, and you can use them. Can you grind those granite vases and polish them with that? I will test it. I will create corundum paste, and I will test it. And I will see if I could just polish diorite or granite stones with that. I know I can, but can I get those stones polished enough to see those quartz crystals cut through? We will see. And maybe that's how they made those vases in New Kingdom. But when you are talking about those precise class vases, you are talking about something different. You are talking about those precise class vessels created in unknown time by unknown people, maybe pre-dynastic Egyptians, and maybe not. Maybe those are vessels brought here by some kind of migrants, or Nakada people made those in their tents? No, they didn't. Maybe they found them and they used them as vases and jars, but was there any other source telling us that Nakada people made those? No. And Nakada people tend to use simple pottery with clay. And those diorite pottery, it's not pottery, but you see, those are different class of problem. And we cannot date this due to the fact that we cannot date stone, like any other stone cannot be dated with our modern techniques. We have those luminescence dating for stones. I will talk about this sometime, but those results are not perfect. They are luminescence. Yeah, you can only expect me to believe in carbon dating organic matter, okay? That's all. So who made those vases? And what vases? Precise vases? I don't know. And these imprecise vases? I think that was New Kingdom, Middle Kingdom Egyptians, okay? They made this using abrasive powders. That's my thoughts about it. You want more? You can find more speculation and data in the internet. Maybe Uncharted X is a good source for you, maybe not. But for me, I don't know more about those precise vessels than you. And you probably can find more than me. Okay? I will be back. I will research this more, and maybe I will find a solution in the near future. But give me time, okay? Give me some time. Till we meet again.